Hold on. That was White Sox behaving himself the other day. And y'all got to see the picture. Y'all got to see the picture of Kira trying to be Batman. But this is when he was. I always say this is his proper look for his tuxedo. Okay. Let's see. Let's talk J. Paul. First of all, I find it appalling that somebody would call her hotel while on live trying to reach her. For what? Yes, tap, tap, tap. For what? Like, what was going to be the plan? If they sent you to the room and she answered the phone, what? They were like, oh, somebody called and found out she had already paid for a week. You couldn't figure that out by watching her? Do you think it really makes sense that a hotel would let her stay until 7, 8 o'clock at night to beg for the money? I didn't need to talk to anybody to figure that out. Oh, thank you. I'm not going to say his name again because he's asleep and he's behaving, and we do not want that. But the only thing, while it may make your audience giggle and laugh and enjoy, the only thing it does is give her a storyline. Now, she's always talking about how she got kicked out of a hotel because people were calling and harassing, and they said they wouldn't like extend her stay. But that wasn't this time. That was season 5 of her homelessness. We're in season 6. But by doing that, and her being able to show it to people or tell people, go look at this video, now she seems more credible than us. How does that work? How do we make decisions that make her more credible than us? Correct. Enchante, check out is between 11 and 12. But like I told y'all the other day when I talked about her, I believe it was Monday, she literally went outside, took the dogs outside, put them in the car, and said that the woman wouldn't let her back in until she paid for the room, that she turned her key off. But then she was like, my phone is about to die and the power cord is in the room. Girl, what? What do you mean? But then when her quote unquote phone died, which TikTok responds a certain way when your phone dies versus you ending the live. Of course, hotels don't work like that. So she ended the live, and lo and behold, with a dead phone, she was in the hotel the next morning begging for more money for the next day. And she's like, they understand that I work. Girl, they don't care. It's a business. By letting you stay until 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night, they might as well just give you the room because it's too late for them to offer it to somebody else. So of course it's already paid for. I didn't need to call a hotel to find it out. I don't need to prove that I know where she is to expose her for what she's doing. It's obvious. I was there when the dog bit her the first time. Well, when she talked about it. And she's blaming it on somebody doing fireworks outside. And she's like, ever since then, he's been turned. I don't know what's going on. And now, while everybody was asleep, he attacked you and literally opened you up. Like, I'm not going to show the picture here. But that was a deep wound. That wasn't just a little, he nipped you by mistake. He bit you for real. And my concern is, what if he had gone for your neck? What if he had gone for your neck? Something isn't right. What it is, I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet, and I'm not going to suggest anything. But something isn't right. And this is the thing about him being... They've lived in a hotel before. They were in the hotel season 5. They've lived in the car before. So I can't say that that's what it is. Now, if she's keeping them cooped up all day, all night, never taking them for a walk, never giving them exercise, that could be a problem. That could stress dogs out that had gotten accustomed to being able to go outside. But she knows that. So I don't know why he's biting her, but perhaps he's beyond your capability now. Her solution was to get him a muzzle. You better if you're going to keep him, and not just for you, because if he attacks another random person, girl, you think you don't have nothing now? You have people out here reporting that she was 2 months behind on her car payment. And what does that mean? How does that help us in any way, shape, or form? Oh, T. Medina's live. Somebody go find out. How does that help inform us in any way? Can you imagine if somebody went and found your mortgage? Your phone bill? I talked about this Friday. Don't do anything you wouldn't want somebody to do to you, because life keeps receipts. And it won't be Jordan that does it to you. It's like when the scammers get scammed, how angry they get. Be careful that there's not somebody else on TikTok who wants to drag you for what you do. Because there's a lot of people who don't like what we do. Now, let me correct something, or let me bring light to something. This is the last raising the consciousness. So we all heard her talk about how she didn't get paid, and she says that she usually gets paid on Wednesday. Well, actually, that's not true. She actually gets paid on Friday, but Chime has a program called Get Paid Early. So let's go through it real quick. So, what does Chime do? Chime immediately makes your paycheck funds available when they receive them from your employer or payroll provider. So the payroll provider already knows by Wednesday what you're going to get Friday, and they send out the file. Now, what most banks would do is most banks don't let you get it until the date on whatever, like the Friday. But Chime, to get customers, have created this program called Get Paid Early, where as soon as they receive the file, they give you the money. So it says sometimes it can take up to 2 days for the paycheck to fully process, which is why some financial institutions make you wait. At Chime, we know how important it is for you to have the money you worked hard for, so we pass your money right along as soon as we get it. So they generally make funds available the day they receive them, which can be up to 2 days before. But there are things like weekends and holidays and other processing that can get in the way of you getting your check early. But bear something in mind. You not getting your check on Wednesday doesn't mean that you're getting your check late. Your check isn't due until Friday. Okay? So if you don't receive it, they tell you to reach out to the employer because it's not them. Find out, reach out to them. Don't come to them until it's past the due date of your check. So it says if it's your scheduled payday, which means Friday, and you don't see the money in your account, reach out to your employer to see if they processed your paycheck. If they have, the money is on its way, and Chime will deposit it in your account as soon as they get it. They're letting you know. If you don't get it 2 days early, oh well. Oh well, you better call your employer because it's not us. Now, I did a little digging. There were, in fact, reports of delays in the direct deposit for some Chime account holders on Wednesday and Thursday. And Thursday. So now, whether she was taking other people's story and using it for herself, or whether she actually didn't get the direct deposit, that part of it, let me say this. The fact that there were people who did get a delay is true. I have no way of knowing if it was true for her. Oh, Anonymous Eyes, yours was delayed. Exactly. So it was a true story. While people were running around saying she's lying because they did a quick Google search and it didn't say that Chime was down, Chime did not report that they were down because it wasn't a Chime, like a global Chime problem. Some people's got processed and some people's didn't. So Chime isn't going to be like, oh, well, we're down. And by the way, there's something called Detector, and it tracks cable companies, cell phone companies, even online gaming. It tracks everything. Download the app. I use it all the time. If I'm having a hard time with like a Netflix or a Hulu or something, even a TikTok, you can go there and they do it based on the number of reports. Right. Thank you, Cindy. It wasn't a system-wide problem, so Chime didn't report it as one. So a quick Google search wasn't going to show it. Down Detector. Yep. I'm sorry. You're right. It's Down Detector. You know, I got too many things floating in my head. Let me see if I had anything else to say. So these were the reported experiences. Several users noted deposit hitting later than usual, with some not receiving their deposits until the evening of the expected day. Others experienced delays relative to their typical early deposit pattern, which often arrives up to 2 days before official payday. No evidence suggested a platform wide system failure, but enough complaints surfaced for the delay to be noticeable among a subset of Chime users. So, for everybody who says she was lying about that, she wasn't. Now, I don't know if she actually had a delay or not, but she wasn't lying. Of course, Medina's live. I'm dying to hear what she has to say. But let's get back to her. Jordan, we know you're lying. She says that Demita is lying about her emotional support animals being in Demita's name. I haven't seen proof one way or another, so I don't know who's telling the truth and who's lying. But what I do know is that Jordan is a liar. So I based on that tend to side with Demita, but I don't know Demita from Adam, so therefore I can't say who's telling the truth and who hasn't because I haven't seen proof one way or another. But Jordan is a known liar. Just like everybody else who can't afford to take care of their animals, she is now in a situation where she may not be able to afford the lifestyle that Rocky needs to be calm. And if she can't, she needs to let him go. Rehome him, find somebody who can handle him. I know he's very attached to you, but dogs can get attached to other people too. But you are not only risking your own life, you're risking your other dog. Because if he gets mad at the dog, they're going to go at it. You are also risking the possibility that he attacks somebody else. What if somebody from the cleaning crew comes in unexpectedly? And if he has to be on a muzzle when he's with you, that means he's going to have a muzzle almost 24 hours a day. That's not fair to any dog. Correct. Good morning. Hmm. 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 Oh wow. Hmm. Wow. Oh my Mm. Oh, you have sorry, honey. You have to say unalive. That's okay. That's okay. Correct. Right. They don't have. They're not giving you right. Correct. Right. It's not because he's angry. He's not doing it because he's angry. And unfortunately, pits, that's what they go for, the throat. That's why that's the first thing I said is what happens when he goes for her throat. 'Cause that's what they do. Wow. Oh. Wow. Correct. Yeah, and then she'll suffer because once the dog suffers, she's gonna suffer. Yeah, it's real bad. Okay, Sherry, it's real bad. She needs to call the ASPCA on herself and get an evaluation. Right. Oh, I agree. Yeah, of course she came live because she's going to use everything as a money grab. Like, let's not forget who she is. But they do lock, baby. What? Right. And if she has heart conditions, she can't mess around with anything. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And first of all, thank you for sharing your story, because again, it lends credence to what we talk about. I'm sorry about what happened to your friend. I'm sorry that you had to go through that trauma, because seeing that, you can't unsee it once it's seen. And so when she puts her arm up there, right. Yeah. All right. Right. Or she might not survive. Like, forget about having the money or not. She might not survive. And then she'll be in there with the dog. And you know, right, right. And he's strong. It is not. Right. She can't do a what did she do before? A virtual visit? There's no virtual visit with the dog. Or it's gonna be taken away. Well, I'm gonna say this: if Demita's around, if anybody knows Demita, if Demita really does have the paperwork on the dogs, she needs to make some phone calls. Correct. Good morning, Melanie. Melanie, did you mean to come up? If not, it's okay. I can take you down. Melanie? Oh, drop you. Okay, no problem. It happens. Right. And he's closed in. Correct. But she does that a lot. She'll be like, I know you're hungry. I know this. I know that. No, it is not. Well, thank you for coming over. No problem. You're always welcome.
Thank you. Take care.
So guys, that's where we are with this one. I know Scam Slam has the video. It's her from yesterday. I think it's 5 parts or 3 parts or something like that. Um, but it's at the very end of the video. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to do too many things. I gave it to mine too. What, Benadryl? I understand, but that's not going to help her long term, I guess is what I'm trying to say. All right, dang, it's already 9:30. Goodness gracious. Well, I guess this is what I get for not going live Wednesday. Okay, I've done all of that. Um, oh, you have it on yours. I'm sorry, Troller. Yes, Troller's you is it Troller's YouTube or Troller's account? I'm sorry. Is it on your account or your YouTube? I'm sorry, Troller. I was lost. Okay, it's her YouTube. Okay, okay.